ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC and Dart. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC and Dart. Welcome back to Dartstream Live, ladies and gentlemen, for another ADC Oceania event. It is another Global Qualifier number 2, and first game off the rank for us on the stream board is Scott Johnson versus Jeremy Fagg. Players are there warming up right now, and they're just waiting on a chalker for that board, so we wait while they wait, I guess. Shouldn't be too far away from the start. We can have a look at the warm-ups if you like, see how they go. Warm-up compared to game on can be a different story, can't it? We'll get some audio up there for you. Obviously, that's not the scoreboard. The scoreboard will be up when the scorer gets there, I imagine. And looks like... You see Declan Bailey in the background there, having a bit of a yak with his old man.
That's all I worry about. So it's not that I can't do it. You'll be right. Yeah. He's going to put a microphone in. So when
I'll just turn the audio off there. They're just giving the chalker a bit of a mic up lesson and getting him ready to go. Jeremy Fagg, Scott Johnson, warming up. First game off the rank on the stream board. In other games around the traps, GG Mathers is 3 up on Kevin Osborne, Andrew Eagers, Terence Ainsley just about to get going, Dave Marlin, Dave Hannell about to get going, Adam Leake, Craig Scarf, Luke Threadgate, Matthew Liddell. And looks like we're just about to go. Just give me a second to get the scoreboard up. And we're away. Fagg won the throw, didn't open up spectacularly, but here he comes.
What a game we've got first up. Scott Johnson, Jeremy Fagg. Queensland against the lad from, well, Newcastle, you'd have to say, Scotty Johnson.
And joining comms with Mickey Brock. G'day, Mickey.
How we going, champion?
Pretty well. How's the day treating you so far?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I mean, a day full of darts, it's never enough, is it?
Good to hear it, mate. Had a bit of a look around. Fair old crowd there today. Lots of darts going on.
Yes, and it's all been played in fantastic fashion. There's a great atmosphere and pervading the room. No one getting the ump and having tanties. So that's always very, very pleasing at tournaments. And let's be fair, when it's a floor tournament, they can be very grueling, very draining. People don't realise it's not just a matter of throwing the darts. It's the constant mental usage that drains you, not the amount of darts you're throwing.
The players definitely have to pace themselves.
Well, with the quality of the field, as I always will refer to, most of these players are very used to playing floor tournaments, day-long tournaments, whether it be under DA or ADC, Oceania, or whichever organisation, Darts New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, whatever, WA. So they're used to it. They know what's expected.
Boom.
There goes the first one. So against the throw.
And the scoreboard's not catching up here. It's having a little problem. So just fortunately it's the end of the leg, so we can get that to flip over, hopefully. I saw Declan there a second ago. He's taken off again.
Yep, I think he's on his way down.
There he is.
There we go. That wonderful mullet flowing in the breeze. And once again, we've got Gigi over in the background, over to the left. Many players today, after his win last night, suggesting that he is the player to beat. So he's been walking around with a great big target on his back all day. But being the type of player that he is and the personality that he is, it's not fazed him one little bit.
No, he seems to be really enjoying himself this weekend. In spite of a few hiccups that, well, probably could have cost him a 9 data potentially. He was on back-to-back 180s when a score was identified as not going into the board. And one of the most professional dart players you will find in that room, James Bailey, was officiating there. So you know when he says, look, I didn't do it, you know he didn't do it. And we've seen these things happen a couple of times. So a little frustrating for the players, but
It is. But literally not 5 minutes ago, I was talking to Gigi about last night, and I complimented him on the way he played all day, and particularly in the final. And he said, look, there was a few teething troubles. He said he started laughing and said, it cost me a 9 darter. Then he said, no, it didn't. It didn't cost me the 9 darter. He said, I blew it with the 7th dart. So, he's under no illusions that he's not blaming technology. He's actually blaming himself.
Yeah, look, he's a pretty realistic kind of a guy and a fair player.
Without doubt.
Yeah. Players are in discussion with the chalker there. It's like, not my fault, man.
Aston Villa's got involved. But got to feel sorry for the viewers tuning in to watch some fantastic darts, and they've ended up with you and me, the eye candy.
I know. They're probably wondering, why the hell are these guys sitting so far apart? Little do they have any idea of how far apart we actually are.
Now, let's just tell them the truth. We don't really get on.
Oh, Mickey, let's not start that. No way. You'll start rumours that can't be unstarted.
Oh, look, let them talk. I care not a jot. And I must apologise to Lavinia Hogg. I was blaming her last night for the pronunciation of Sarabia, and it was actually Charmaine. So, Charmaine, the next time I catch up with you, I shall have words. Lavinia, dear lady, I apologise profusely. That's it. I shall probably go to heaven now, if I believe in it.
Yeah, quite possibly. They're still sorting out that issue there, so not sure what has gone down, but they've got deck support on the case. So if anyone can figure it out, it'll be him, you'd think.
Oh, it'll be Super Tech deck. I mean, he is the man. He's the one that can sort all of these things out. And
just having a quick squiz at the other games that are going on at the moment. I'll just refresh that, make sure that is current. And it wasn't quite, so there we go, we're current now. John Bunyard, Mitchell Clegg, 4-3 to Mitch. GG Gordon Mathers is over. Oh no, sorry, Gordon Mathers and Kevin Osborne 4-3. Andrew Eagers 3-zip on Terence Ainsley. Is it Ainsley?
Inslee.
Dave Marlowe 2-1 down to Dave Hannell. Battle of the New South Welshmen. Adam Leake 1 down to Craig Scarf. Scott Johnson and Jeremy Fagger underway. We're getting into that one now. It's
Scotty
actually
Johnson 1-0 up in that.
He did win that first leg. Hasn't gone in yet. And Luke Threadgate 1-zip on Matthew Liddell. Or is it Little?
Look, either or. Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Little. But, I stand to be corrected. Charmaine, could you let us know, please? But very pleased for Andy Eagers, old thumper there. He's really starting to put some form together in recent tournaments, and that's good to see. He's starting to fulfil some of that promise. Gigi's got a tough game against Kevin Osborne, the Welshman. He's a very, very handy player. So some interesting matchups, but you'd expect that at this tournament.
Looks like we are about to get going again. Scott has the throw, 1-zip up.
Break a throw in the first leg. First start was begging to be followed. Yeah, that's so much better from Jezza. His form has dipped in recent months. There are some reasons for that, but he's sorting through them. It'd be nice to see Jezza playing on the top of his form, because it's just a pure delight to watch him. And the amount of time and dedication he puts into practice, he deserves to be throwing at his best. Take that away from Scotty Johnson, though. He's a handy player. You don't get to this stage of a tournament by being a mug punter. Just above with that third dart. Doesn't put too big a dent in his score. Scott looking to leave himself with a reasonable shootout. I think he's at the Bradman, left 96. He has. Just straying into the 111. Beautiful follow-up. 83. Not really enough, you wouldn't have thought.
Don't forget, share it around, dart fans. Tag your mates.
And again, just a 60. Another troublous visit for Jezza. 24, 32. Now double 8.
The 60's good. Tops now. Jeremy Fagg. High.
He's normally quite clinical, but he's pulled it low. So Scott for a 2-0 lead. Bang. Thank you.
Boom.
19 darts, not too shabby.
And Rick KH says, love casting you guys in the big screen. I'll give you a hot tip, Rick, if you're when you're watching on the big screen. If you've got a smart TV with YouTube on it, just watch it on YouTube. It's a much cleaner, better quality feed, and makes life easier rather than sending it from your phone. And that way, you can still watch it on your phone on Facebook. Jump in the comments. Get amongst it with the fans. There's a few commenters on YouTube, but obviously it's a little bit difficult if you're watching on the telly to use your remote to tap in comments. So most of the commenters happen on Facebook. Plenty of people are starting to watch it on the big screen now, especially that we've got the A little bit of extra quality on the cams these days with these kind of shots.
And with that entire conversation, all I heard was la 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 la. I don't do technology.
Even you know what YouTube is, Mickey Brock.
My tube. Just looking to set up from 217. Oh, that's a great dart. And that's an even better one. 134 scored. Scotty back on 255. Oh, unlucky. 2 great darts and then pulled.
Name I've heard a lot around the traps in darts, Scott Johnson, but haven't seen a whole bunch of him on the stream. So this is a bit of a treat for us.
I think Jess has had a bit of a miscount there. No, he hasn't. He has pegged it.
Oh, boom. There it is. Didn't make a song and dance about it, that's for sure.
There was obviously some sort of query there because he
G'day
stopped to pull his darts out.
A big g'day to the lone wolf, Mick Lacey. Just jumped in, tuned in.
A fine fellow if ever there was one.
Absolutely.
Such a gentleman. Such a gentleman.
I met him in person for the first time when he travelled across for the Bunbury Classic.
Absolutely top geezer. I don't say that because I'm here talking to a stick, but I've actually said it to him. Absolutely top geezer. Good player as well. Scott with the 2-1 lead. Great readjustment. Yes, that's better from Jezza. Yeah, another Bradman for Scott. 257.
Brett Brandley in the comments says, what am I looking up on YouTube to watch it there? Just look up Dartstream, all one word, DARTSTREAM, Dartstream, space live. And then go to our channel and it'll be the only video that's live at the moment.
Jeremy in a great position here. He'd be favourite if he can find a trip, which he can't. Scott needs to step on this. Oh, what a fantastic response.
Just put that up there for you, Brett, so you can see what you're looking for.
Yeah, good pick up last start. Himself 56. Oh, 58 scored. 6 left, young man. Double 3. He wasn't expecting that. And a sensible bust, I feel. But Chester on 56, you would take him to peg this 9 times out of 10. And there you go. Levels it up. It's all breaks a throw, breaks a throw. No one's held throw yet.
And g'day to Carl Schaefer, says wishes he was there having a chuck of darts. He's been playing a lot of darts lately. I got you pinned on Darts Connect, Carl, so every time you play it comes up, lets me know you're having a crack so I can watch your games if they're at a... Well, if I could be asked to tell you the truth, but quite often I do check it out. Playing well lately. G'day Morris and Cherry. Brendan Skinner, Matthew Stewart, Gary Torrens, Tony Glass, Stephen Baker, Zach Gray, Brett Brandley, Landon Key, Dave Hughes, G'day Hughesy, Mick Lacey, Ty North, Anil Towns, Trevor Turvey.
I've got to say also thanks to Penrith Gals Cultural and Sporting Club, the venue. It's absolutely fantastic. Ribs and Roast. They are a great company to deal with. They're at 2115 Castlereagh Road, unit number 58 in Penrith. And the Good Food Project, they are proud sponsors of this tournament also. You see the other sponsors dotted around near the boards. But, you know, support those that are supporting darts. It's very important. And on that same topic, if you want to support some darts, you want to support
156
Dartstream Live.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Would have been nice. Would have been nice. But I was going to say, if you want to support Dartstream Live, there is a link there. You can buy the guys a little drinky if you so wish. They would be very appreciative. Do feel free to head along to that little link as often as you like. Great dart.
Boom.
Great pick up last dart in hand. First hole to throw in the match. Yeah, nice steady ton. Begging to be followed. Oh, I don't think he has. Oh, he did sneak it in.
Our new mate, Jose Shanto from Costa Rica, tuning in again for some free live darting action from down under. Corey Lloyd's checking it out as well. G'day, Corey. Martin Kiss. Brett Brandley says, cheers for the info. Watching on the big TV now, lol. Casey Matthews, Brock Blake. She's getting busy in the viewing audience here.
And why wouldn't it be when you've got darts of this quality coming to you free on your own screens? Relaxing back in your favourite comfy chair, Esky to the left, Nibblies to the right, strapped in and waiting to see some top tickling tungsten. And it certainly will be provided before this tournament is over. One thing I've noticed today is some of the players not walking off when they collect their darts to the correct side, coming across the player's vision when they've started to toe the hockey. That should be stamped on by the marker, who is effectively the match official. Should be saying to them, walk the other way.
Well, it's become more of a standard of late. I suppose it's become more important because more games are getting streamed and more games are getting televised, and you got to have the marker on one side, the camera's set up on another side, and you just kind of make it all work. And if players get used to doing it all the proper way, when they hit the big stage, the dizzying heights of the PDC or Modus Super Series or whatever, they're not overwhelmed by having to do all these new things. It sort of comes a little more natural to them. Tops now for Jezza. First dart high on the wire. We've got a good view of that one. Inside, down for double 10. And he's inside. Chance now for Scotty to level up with a 1.549. It's going to be a huge hit if he can get it. That's in.
It's on.
Oh, that's a 9.
69.80 left.
Oh, he's just the wrong side of that wire, barrowing between the treble 19 and the treble 3.
Good marker. Work his way in. There you go. Jenna takes a 2-leg lead. It's the biggest margin in the match to date. 2 legs away from securing the victory. They will not be easy legs, not against Scott Johnson. Lovely pick up last dart. Say it so often. So important. Every dart needs to be thrown. Not in haste, not in anger, not in frustration. Cool, calm, collected. And it's such a beautiful action. It's poetry in motion from Jeremy Fagg. Absolutely poetry in motion. Scott's very, very smooth as well. Only scoring 22 though. That puts Jeremy Fagg really in the driver's seat, particularly after that dart and that one. Yeah, some 40. 81 left.
G'day to Dozer, Justin Frey, Josh Borovina, Brando Weaning, Tony Glass, Jackson Avery, I should say, Daniel Snooks, Amanda McNamara, Phil Kime, Brodie Charles Rogers, Lindsay Egan, Paul Cotton, Daniel Greenway, Ronald Nakata, Justin Miles, Colin Hanson, all checking out the stream.
You know, I know a lot of those people, not that they admit it. Oh, it's beautiful from Jezza. Starting to click now. On the cusp. What does our American cousins say? He's on the hill. That's a point that many players start to stumble. They've got themselves to the finishing line and they can't break the tape. Jeremy will have no qualms about it. Scotty, nothing to lose now. So at this point, you either start loosening up and really start to play your darts, or you start to seize up and throw bags of nails because you're just trying that little bit too hard. Ton Jezza, steady, en route for a 15 darter at that rate, which will just about be the best of the match. He's dragged that down. He knows that he wasn't happy. Yep, still on course for the 15. Oh, unlucky there. Skipped off the barrel into the 555. That doesn't particularly help. 160 left. 189 for Scott. If we can find a triple, he can give him a decent chance of an opportunity. Doesn't find one. Just for the 160. It's on. It's on. Oh, he's pulled it low. But he's asking questions of Scotty Johnson. 148. Can't go now. Just 44. So Jezza, double 10 for the match. Inside again. Double 5. Inside again. Yeah, it's gone with a sensible bust. He's got to hope now that Scotty can't peg out, and he won't. 56, leaving himself 48. Jezza back on double 10. No mistake this time. 6-2, Jeremy Fagg. Scotty Johnson put up a decent fight there, but Jezza was just too strong in the end. 6-2. Quite an emphatic win against a very, very stubborn and decent opponent. Jeremy Fagg moves on to the last 16. Scotty Johnson bows out. Great effort. Great effort. Good game.
Yeah, it was. And look, great to see Scotty on the stream. I guess we'll perhaps be seeing him again tomorrow. There is a repechage from, I think, is it just first round knockouts go into another one? Or
Yeah, they can do if they so desire, the repechage. It's taking place at the moment. There is $100 up for the winner, 50 for the runner-up, and I think it's $25 each for the two losing semi-finalists in the repechage, and a great incentive. Because it does mean that the players do if they get knocked out in the round robin stage, although they did have groups of 6, so they had a decent 5 matches, best of 5 this morning in the round robin stage. It just gives them that little incentive to have a few more games.
Absolutely. Look, we're going to take a short break. We'll grab another match for you as soon as we can. Be back soon, dart fans. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC and God. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC and God. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the And as Mickey Brock just said, behind the scenes there, absolute belter of a game coming up. Kevin Osborne, Andrew Eagers.
Well, it is because Kevin Osborne has just knocked out Gigi. That is the, well, you won't say it's a shock result because I know Kevin's game quite well, and he is a very, very handy player. We did mention in that little interruption there about Andy Eagers as well, finally starting to fulfil the promise he's been showing over the years and starting to go deeper into tournaments. So this should be an absolute cracking match. Kevin Osborne, hails from Wales, a Leeds United fan of all things. I don't quite get the marry up there, but it is what it is. Thumper, good lad. Well, I say a new father. He's got his daughter's about 16 months old now. She's just a little heartbreaker. She is. So this will be a very, very interesting matchup.
And players warming up now. Not too far away from the start. Just having a little listen there to see what's transpiring. Just having a few darts at the board to get going. Get the arm in.
Yeah, very strange to see Thumper in a red shirt. He normally wears pink.
It looks pretty pink to me.
Well, maybe it's my poor old eyes. Yeah, when he stands further back, it does look as if he's in a pink shirt. Close up, it's looks very red to
Here we
me.
go, guys.
I say it's very strange for him to be playing in something other
Kevin
than pink.
to throw the ball first.
I believe that's Gigi on the pegs. Yes, some
That's
people
right.
call it the marker. I call it the pegs.
I don't think it is GG. I think it's
Outside.
It sounded very similar to Gigi. Doesn't matter.
I think it's Scott
25.
Johnson.
Scott
It does
Johnson.
sound like GG, doesn't it?
Doesn't it just? Perhaps he's
Outside.
borrowed his voice.
Andrew to throw first. Aim on.
We're away.
Andy Eagers with the first walk.
$97.
I think the biggest improvement in Thumper's game is between his ears. He's finally got
60.
things working in unison. And that is not a slur or an insult. Before, when he used to have a wayward dart, he'd let that affect him. He doesn't do that so much now.
I did notice he was carting in freestanding boards yesterday, helping with setup.
He
Running
was
around, getting stuff
here
done.
at the club early with Robert Robinson and Davey Henricks and one or two other guys.
60.
Big thanks to Tommy from the club itself, from the Penrith Gals Cultural and Sporting Club, for organising and helping out and the setting up and everything.
1-4.
The one thing about this place is that nothing has been too much problem. It's all been very easily dealt with, handled efficiently. Such a friendly club.
100.
Yeah, steady Thumper.
60.
Kevin's struggling to find the trips.
$42.
Switching down the board. Leaves him, well, no, he doesn't leave himself to finish.
And shout out to Ruthless James Richardson in the comments there.
59.
The Thumper's got at least 6 darts here.
$58.
Not enough, you wouldn't think. Depends what Kev does. Not a good first dart.
78.
Did get a nice clean up with the third. Very proud Welshman is Kevin Osborne, and why wouldn't you be?
56.
So 122 for Kev to take out the first leg. Needed 54.
82.
Well, handily leaves himself tops. We ask questions of Thumper, sitting on 48. He tops himself
Well, that's game
and
shot.
takes it out. First time he's asking. Slow leg, 23 darts. At this level, you have to say that's a slow leg. And coming off the back of their wins, they shouldn't have cooled down. Oh, when it's going against.
80.
When it's going against you, you get the bounce out. Nothing going your way.
$81.
This is, of course, a race to 6, best of 11, quarter-final matchup. A lot at stake for these players.
140.
The finishing line is so tantalisingly close, but can they get there?
$100. $60.
Again, Kevin Osborne struggling to find a treble.
$60.
Likewise, Sampa.
$100.
Yeah, it's a good pickup last start, as we always say. Gerson needs a treble.
61.
Not that one. Kev, 6 darts if required.
$53 left.
And he's dipped into the 6, so he's left himself 47. Yes, he can't do anything but put pressure on. And it looks like he's going to do it.
99.
It's the Bradman, leaves himself a flat out ton. 47 for Kevin to level the match. Tops. Drag down.
27.
Outside. So Guernsey could get a 2-0 lead. Depends on his first start. The live is first start.
$60.
Well, again, asking the question. Kevin, double 10. Outside.
Game shot.
In. 1-all. Level up. Game on throw.
$60.
Both of them struggling to find the trebles. That's better.
100. $58.
Not enough. Not enough, Kevin, I'm afraid.
$60.
Just a ton plus in front. Kevin needs to make up some ground.
59.
59 isn't going to cut it. 59 behind plus these.
43.
Oh, well, less than a ton in it. Or just over a ton, I should say.
58.
Kev's chasing trebles around the board and he's just not finding them. Too many troubleless visits for Kev this leg.
78. $125.
Now that makes up an awful lot of ground.
$60.
Guernsey left on the ton. Kev on 157. It's not on now.
$57.
Went for the 18s. So it's leveled it up at a ton apiece. Tops. No.
60.
Well, he's left himself tops. Can Kevin take out a ton? He has gone tops.
Game shot.
And he has taken it out. That's great darts there. Great darts. A breaker throw. Kevin Osborne leads 2-1. That's not a Hollywood shot. It's a very, very sensible way of going. The doubles are a lot bigger than your trebles. Why wouldn't you attempt it? Why wouldn't you go for it? Not showing off, not showboating. Astute thinking. Great board management. You did talk a lot about board management. You've got to be thinking from your first 3 darts.
$43.
Apologies to the viewers if we've lost sight of the dartboard. Here it is, right on cue.
$43.
Yeah, 43. Not enough. Good 1 or 2 trebles here.
$28.
Oh, dragged that one, snatched at it. Kevin Osborne won't give you too many opportunities.
80.
Another bounce out.
$100.
Better from Guernsey.
$140.
Great reply. That's how many in front he is. 140.
100.
117. Kevin Osborne. He would dearly love to see it go. 57. Is that?
57.
Scores 57. Leaves himself 60. Guernsey now with a shot of 157. Not on. I've been wondering how that dart finished there.
41.
41, 116. It's not the worst checkout combo. Kev.
Game shot in the 4th.
In off the barrel. Takes a 3-1 lead. Holds his throw.
$100.
Yeah, first out was begging for another one to join it.
$41.
This is where Guernsey has really got to pump in a big score. Just to assert himself in the leg.
60.
He's a ton plus in front, but
$97.
22 the difference.
60.
Make that 82. One thing we are seeing, there's little more than a dart in these legs.
180.
There, he's filled it up. 180. This is what the public wants. This is what we all want. Not showing favouritism. We all want to see the big scores, the big checkouts.
$59.
As he knows, the role should be reversed in this leg. That's better.
104.
Yeah, finding another one. 81 left. Putting the pressure back over to Kevin Osborne. Oh, he had to have a go and he's grazed the wire of the ball. Great effort. Great effort.
Uh, 74 left.
Gotta find a decent double or treble. And 11 wasn't there. How unfortunate. He's going for the 42 to leave 32.
49.
So he is left on 32. 35 for Kev.
You just chuck at it off.
I thought it should have been 25,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
the scoreboard is actually wrong. It was 25 left. I didn't see how he could graze the wire of the ball for the finish to be left 35. I have rectified it now. Double 8.
Check.
And in. It's a game Thumper had to win, you feel? 3-2. And both of them will feel that they should have won their respective legs. You've taken out the previous one and Guernsey with that one. Both will be feeling they should have won their own legs.
140.
That's much better from Guernsey.
$100.
Yeah, nice steady reply.
$100.
Reality, these players, they're so close you could not get a cigarette paper between them.
100.
In other quarter-final news, Jeremy Fagg has just gone 4-1 up against the big fish, Dave Marland. Adam Leake, last night's beaten finalist, finds himself 2-1 down against Matt Liddle. Snible pegging in this leg.
60.
As he could do with breaking the throw. Oh dear, 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 he's overthinking.
25.
Only 25. Massive, massive bonus for Kevin Osborne now. It isn't going.
58. $100.
That makes the leg even more interesting. Tops.
How's that? 52?
I know it was bullseye.
Yeah,
I like the
52.
word tops.
31 left.
I want to make sure that the viewers out there are listening. I'm going, no, he wasn't going for tops, he left full.
56.
Now, Guernsey was going for tops. 31 now with Kev. 15, double 8. Inside, double 4.
Game shot.
Takes it. Extends the lead again to 2 legs. 4-2, Kevin Osborne. Should be Guernsey to throw first. Game on. Leg 7.
60.
60. Osborne straight in the trip.
104.
Oh, get up there quick. That nearly fell out. Some Forty immediately putting Guernsey under pressure.
60.
Kev comes to the board 20 in front, plus whatever he throws now. Thought that first up may be a bit of a blocker. He's going to come
44.
down. Yeah, so he's only 64 in front. A little more than a dart in it. That doesn't help.
81.
Last dart helps big time. Kept finding the range again.
140.
Yeah, 140. Good darts. Because it needs a ton plus.
60.
Just a 60. Again, straight into the trip.
99.
Yeah. Slaps in a Bradman, 99. Leaves himself 78. Because he has to put a dent in 240.
100.
Yeah, good darts. Good darts. Under pressure.
Game shot.
54, 24. Clean up 78. Very, very clinical. 14 dart leg from Kevin. You know he's got that in his locker. 5-2 on the cusp, on the hill.
$100.
Leads off with a ton. Is this a final leg? Can Guernsey fight back?
$41.
Basically a ton behind, plus these.
$100.
160 behind now, give or take.
$60.
Irrespective of how the match finishes, very, very impressed with the way Andrew Eagers has come on. He's finally starting to fulfill the promise he's been showing for years.
100.
That could have an awful lot to do with becoming a father for the first time. It's great to see him playing well. Kevin, as I mentioned earlier, very, very difficult, very handy player. Reached a quarter-final of an ADC Oceania tournament, and I use the phrase too often, but he's no mug punter.
41.
Needs himself 160, but he's got acres of space and time.
$60.
Give himself a little G up there. It was on after the first start. It wasn't after the second. 95 left, I think.
120.
Left yourself 38. I get a feeling he won't go for the 38. I think he'll probably go for a 2 or a 6. There you go. Inside, double 8. Outside.
22.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
$140.
What a great set of darts there from Eagers. A ton 40.
That's the match.
But he does wrap it up. Kevin Osborne takes it out 6-2. A great game. Very, very intriguing. Two very evenly matched players in the end. It just came down to Kevin Osborne just managing to find a few more trebles than Guernsey. But a great game, great quarter final. Kevin Osborne into the semis again. I said he knocked over Gigi in the previous match. Who's he going to meet next time up? We're looking around the traps. Jeremy Fagg is 5-2 up over Dave Marland. Adam Leake has fought back. He's 3-2 up over Matt Liddell. And James Bailey in his quarterfinal over Shane Walter, 1-0 so far.
And I might bring that up as a visual of the bracket so you can see what's going on there. As Brocky pointed out. Boom, boom. Those ones are getting underway. James Bailey just hit up Shane Walter. 1-0. So we'll be back with more live darting action soon, dart fans. I'm Ben Hunter, and this is me mate, Mickey Brock.
Always a pleasure.
From Darts Down Under, if you don't recognise the face, you'll recognise the voice. We'll be back soon, dart fans.
Nice one, Ben.
ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC, and ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. all our sponsors and supporters, Darkstream Live, ABC, and John.
I thought he said just. Declan, do you want us to start? Yeah. We got the all clear.
Kevin, as we saw previously, knocked out Guernsey in the last match, and Jezza got over the top of the big fish, Dave Marland.
Throw for the ball.
One of my major sponsors.
Kevin to throw for the ball.
For which I'm most grateful, alongside Bailey's Carpentry Services, Gagnon Aboriginal
25.
Clothing, Daily Darts, Bondi Golf and Diggers Club, and Gwyn Contracting. I do thank you
Kevin
all
to
for
throw
your
first.
belief in me,
Game
putting
on.
your faith in me and in Darts Down Under. Thank you so much. And a big shout out to Johnny, who works behind the, I suppose you call the cafeteria
95.
restaurant counter. What a wonderful advert for the Penrith Girls Cultural and Sporting Club he is. Super friendly guy.
40.
Thoroughly recommend if you're in the area, pop in, have a bite to eat, have a couple of beers in a very fun and friendly atmosphere. But this game
134.
underway, 134 there from Kev. Jezza
59.
almost straight off the back of beating Dave Marland into this match. Kev has had about a 15-minute break since his last game. But he's starting to
82.
find the trebles with that cover shot down bottom.
$140.
Do enjoy the throw of Jeremy Fagg. It's so fluid. Beautiful action, poetry in motion.
60.
Kev's isn't too shabby, of course. But if there was a award for style, I think Jeremy Fagg would be on the podium more times than not. Oh, when it starts going against you, how often do we see that? Just been joined by none other than the legend, the tech legend that is Deck Bailey. How are we going, champion?
Pretty good, Brocky. Getting to the
58.
pointy end, and things are starting to behave as we would hope. So, you know,
Which is
not bad.
more than can be said for me most of the time. But there you go. I'm not very easily
64.
distracted. Oh, look, that dog's got a puppy tail. Look at that. I don't get distracted too easily.
48 left.
48, Kev, come on. Tops. Hold it low.
52.
Jezza, having just beaten Dave Marlin, the big fish, is going for the Marlow. Not on now.
Ooh,
46.
It's a bit how's your father?
yeah. Leaves a tidy 124 though, but you have to think Kevy's going to take this. Double five.
Inside.
Checking
Checking 2.
Oh, well, he's going for a double five. That's a good shot. That is a good shot out. Little 20 data, a bit slow. By these two standards, that is. I'd be happy to hit a 20 data.
Yeah.
I'm happy you hit the wall where the board is sitting on, to be fair. Last time I threw an arrow in the air, I missed. A good lead there from Jezza,
58.
having lost the ball. So one leg in, and it is to throw.
$57.
It's not very often that you find Jezza playing catch-up. All right, it's 1-0. But it's not often you see him playing catch-up. But But Osborne certainly
94.
seems to have the bit between his teeth. He won't face Jez.
140.
Makes up for his last visit. Hello. Anything you can do? 164. Not going to go, unfortunately.
Goes the 19, which is probably the more sensible way on the 164. I suppose it depends really on your
56.
preference, but
It's mindset, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just mindset. But it's like any of the big checkouts. If you miss the first trip, it's
Yeah,
done and dusted
99.
anyway. You've got to have your plan B, your backup for setup.
yeah. And I suppose plan B can work either way. The 108 though, 18's a sensible choice. Triple now.
There we
double.
go. Shanghai, come on. Steadied himself and gets the bounce out.
Looks like that bounced off the dart in the treble, to be honest, rather than approaching the double.
Yeah,
Might
but
just be a bit of a bad camera angle.
well, we're not going to mention that. It was a bounce out off the wire. Was in the whisker.
Oh,
Leaves
double 15.
himself.
80.
Oh, just outside. Could have made Fag pay dearly for that bounce out.
Check in 1.
But look at that. That's how it should have been the first start last time, or last start first time. One apiece. Game on. Has he put a blocker in there with that first start? Can he sneak
60.
one in? No, he can't. Good try. Wayward. Great recovery.
125.
First start Wayward. The little fine adjustments. Millimeters of adjustment. Bang! In goes another one. 180. That's the way to respond. Ooh, not so clever there, Jezza. Bounce out off of the barrel of the
40.
first dart, which seemed to be a bit of a blocker for the treble 20 anyway. But he still maintained, he still stayed up there.
$60.
Yep. Again, struggling to find a treble. Early doors.
60.
161 left for Osborne. Be great to see the big checkout. Love to see the three-figure checkouts.
57.
Not enough. 216 left. Another 161 isn't going. Will he switch? He does. What a good
97.
switch. 64 left. He doesn't mind 32. Doesn't mind tops.
40.
You would think he will go towards the 48 shot out. No, he's gone the 8, so a single 16. Leaves himself tops. Yeah, that was plan B. Hasn't backfired because Jezza cannot shoot out on 176. If he can, I'm asking for a steward's inquiry. Get VAR involved.
86.
So double 10 again. Osborne. Inside. Outside.
Checking
And
3.
pings it last dart in hand. 21 dart leg. Typical semi-final. The nerves are starting to play a part in this.
96. $44.
Yes, there's
180.
nice little 180. Top of the shop there for Jeremy Fagg. Very decent
121.
response from Kevin Osborne, 121. Keeps him interested in the leg. Need a treble, Jezza.
Uh, 58.
58. Good thinking. He slipped himself 167.
60.
Bags of time. He doesn't have to go for it.
$55.
12 left. Again, not too drastic shootout. 60, 20, 32. 60, 12.
137.
Tops.
And as Warren has correctly called in the comments there, James 163, he will be playing Adam Leake in the other semi-final. Waiting for confirmation to find out whether we're playing that one on stream or whether they're going to get that one underway while this game's going.
Adam Leake, last night's beaten finalist. I have heard a number of players say they would have picked maybe
97.
4 or 5 other players than before Adam Leake to make last night's final. But big ups to the lad for the way he's conducted himself and the way he's gone about his business. Double 4.
24.
Just outside. That's Osborne in. 42 to go. There's the 2. Likes his tops.
22.
Yeah, clipped off the barrel, but
He leaned into it. He really leaned into that, and as you lean forward, you drag him down.
Jess is inside. Double 2.
That's a mile away. At least it didn't get in his way, but he was nowhere near it. Third dart. Kevin Osborne back for a pair of 10s. Boom!
Checking 1.
Doesn't muck about. 19 darter. Not too foul. 2-leg gap. Plus Osborne with the walk.
G'day, Dave
97.
Burke, who's jumped in the comments to have a bit of a look. Good to have you along, buddy.
So it's nice to see the regular viewers out there, but always a pleasure to see some new names as well. Don't forget, support the guys at DSL. There is a link there if you want to buy the
84.
chaps at DSL a small imbibement. Please do feel free to do so.
$83.
Last out.
$83.
You just get the feeling, should Kevin Osborne take this leg, it will almost certainly be curtains, but you can't count Jeremy Fagg out. He's one of the nicest guys on the circuit, but he has a very steely determination when he's towing the hockey.
He does have a little bit of a tendency in big competitions to do everything except take the win at the end.
Which is surprising because he won the inaugural ADC Oceania tournament down at Geelong. He's got a lovely glass trophy with the number 1 on it. Played some cracking darts that day. He's always been there or thereabouts in these tournaments.
58.
58. So Kev leaves himself Shanghai when he comes, if he comes back. So not when. Yep, 38.
Check
No
out 3.
hesitation going for it. 118 check out. Jezza needed that leg.
in some ways, I think if you've got one dart at double 19, you're more comfortable with it than if you've got two and you're thinking, well, if I put it towards the outside wire, you got to be thinking just put it in the middle, in the hey diddle diddle. You got more chance. If you try to
60.
miss close, you're going to miss.
Yeah,
You
good
wanna
call,
put it in.
mate. Good call. Well, we know we've got a battle on our hands now. The way Jezza plays,
60.
he could be 5-0 up, he could be 5-0 down. You would never be able to tell from his expression. It
No,
never
you're right.
changes.
100.
I always think that when players, whether it be a good shot or a bad shot, they start to show emotion, they're generally giving a little bit of
97.
confidence to their opponent.
But it's not
particularly
only
after a bad shot.
not only that. A lot of good players will tell you that clear your mind. You shouldn't be thinking anything.
97.
Not emotion, not this, not that. Just clear your mind and put your darts in the hole. If you're going to think about anything, think about what you're going for next.
Well, there's. I know
96.
it's easy to say, but every single player on this planet should be telling the hockey, thinking, "I'm not playing so and so is playing me."
140.
Because you have no control over what they're throwing. You can only control what you're doing. So you don't concentrate on who the opposition is. Doesn't matter what their name is. You can only throw
140.
your darts. You're only in control of that. Concentrate on doing what you do.
All this
You're comfortable with.
wonderful advice. You'd think we were top
2.
players, wouldn't you? Boom!
Oh, look, we can talk a good game. Mind you, you're the sneaky one. You turned up at a tournament recently for the first time in since you were clean shaven and took that out and hit the big fish, I believe.
Did
99.
big fish in the grand final.
There you go. So
Enough.
you stop being so modest about your own achievements, young man.
123.
There's only ever been two really good ones in a career spanning 25 years, mate. So that was one of
Yeah,
them.
well, that's two more than me so far.
45.
Well, I must admit, I did win a doubles tournament with young Mr. Walter at a fundraiser for Gianna Ranieri down at the
46.
Frat Club in Wollongong, or Ferry Meadow, I should say, not quite Wollongong. He dragged me over that line all day, and we actually won that tournament.
140.
Very surprising.
Well, actually, the
1 point.
biggest comp I've ever won would be the Southwest Doubles Championship, and again,
60.
likewise, my partner dragged me over the line. I was rubbish, absolute rubbish. I did get the peg to win it. That's about all I did.
I wish I could say the
41.
same. I really do, but the standard of my darts playing, if I win the toss, I do a lap of honour and bring out a commemorative video.
Well, Jezza picks up a 51 there. He's really under the pump here. 4-2 down. And Osborne looking the goods.
It's a battle of the six darts from here, isn't it?
This is good. Boom!
Very
Leaves
good.
himself 36. Jezza uncheckable on 182.
That's what I said. It was the battle of the six darts.
81.
I would have loved to take that one underneath 100. Doesn't.
Inside again, double nine.
Double
He's got to
nine.
go for it. Inside again.
27.
So the second set of six darts for Jezza. What can he do? He's got the 57. He's got the 4. He's got the tops. Has he? No, he's pulled it.
81.
And he knows it. Very rare you see any sort of reaction from Jezza.
Freddie over the back there, Elfreda. He's
Checking
His
2.
lovely partner.
bowing her head.
His good lady wife. Gorgeous human being. But Osborne there, sneaking in, taking out the 5 that he left. Takes a 5-2 lead. Again, on the
some
cusp,
kind of
on the
comeback.
hill. Look, if anybody's capable of a comeback, we know Jeremy Fagg is.
And
137.
news hot off the press, we are going to be streaming the second semi-final, James Bailey, Adam Leake. James, of course, just came off a quarter-final win. So, not going to do him a whole bunch of harm to have a little bit of a break before they're up here and gracing us with their presence on the big stage of Dartstream Live.
Yes, that could be 5 or 10 minutes after this game finishes, because I'm sure the
60.
the winner will want to take a refreshment break.
Well, I think James and Adam are going to be straight up because they're both having their break as this game plays. So,
Well, of course they would be. Duh. Well, then it'll be a 5 or 10 minute break
60.
before the final.
after that semi-final.
I think that's what you meant. Yeah. I think that's probably what you said. I just clarifying, mate. Just making sure.
Oh, look, sometimes I know what I'm saying, but it doesn't come out how it's meant to.
94.
Nice pick up there, the 54 with the last out. Moving himself 150 after 12. Not shabby at all.
100.
Yeah, nice steady ton there. 144 after 12 for Kevin Osborne. Just going down.
Check in 3.
Boom.
How about that? How about that? A 150 peg.
And my apologies there. I was trying to get the averages to come up on that scoreboard there while that was all happening, and I missed it. But
140.
Yeah, good lead. Ton 40. Immediately puts your opponent under pressure. But this is Jeremy Fagg. He doesn't know what pressure is.
140.
Anything you can do, I can do. But a 150 peg, high quality darts. And we were just saying, if anybody can
45.
mount a comeback, Jeremy Fagg's one of the first people you would actually mention to do so. And he's in again. And he's in again.
140.
Back-to-back 140s. 221 after 6.
140.
And another ton. This is a very high quality leg. Oh,
91.
lovely pickup. 176 needs to make a big dent. Straight over into the 5.
Well, this could be Jeremy Fagg's chance for a break. The 130's looking good.
He's in.
Another one of those for double 5. Oh, he's hit the treble 5. Unlucky. Or ungood, or whatever it is. G'day, Roddy Hughes and Josh Everett, Joe Committo, Mick Lacey, Jordan Marsh, Paul Lynx.
90.
And if you've got your ears tuned in, Roddy, accept my friend request if you could, mate. I just want to send you some links to the games that I've had you on stream, the high-quality versions of them, so you can check it out, show the fam.
769.
Now, you don't have to accept the friend request, but you could accept the message request, and I'll just shoot you those YouTube links, mate.
Scored.
So 40 plays 50. Tops for Jezza. Oh, look, that's a mile off. Now he's got a 2-dart finish. Good self 36 again. He's pulled inside. He's
22.
not happy.
Oh, this is for the win.
How will Kev hold up? Not with the 10 for the tops.
Game shot.
And he doesn't muck
and the
about.
match.
Kevin Osborne 6-3 over Jeremy Fagg. He's knocked out Gigi. He's knocked out Jeremy Fagg, 2 of the pre-tournament favourites. You cannot take it away from the boy. He's played some cracking darts into the final.
Oh, he was pretty rapt with that. You saw he was just, as he shook Thumper's hand there, he was like, oh, what did I just do? Flaming hell. Love that.
That was That was some high quality, and he now awaits the winner of Adam Leake and James Bailey, which apparently we are going to be showing live.
Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a great game. That will be up very shortly, Dart fans, so don't go away. I'll see if the scoreboard's
I'm not quite sure if I remember. Did Adam knock out James Bailey last evening? If he did, Jimbo will be up for payback.
Well, we will. I think you might be right.
Interesting. Oh, I do love a little side plot.
Mm.
And conspiracy theories.
Hell yeah. Oh, look, Jim's due for a bit of a win on the stream, isn't he? A big win. I mean, a finals win. And
I think the last one he made was up in Pine Rivers. Well, late last year, early this year, when there was a little bit of controversy during that match.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember the one. Remember it clearly.
But he is. I think James Bailey is overdue a win. But when you're coming up against Kevin Osborne in this sort of form, and he's holding it together for the entire day, and a 4 tournament is no easy task for any player to come through and still maintain a high level, plus knocking out the likes of Gigi Mathers and Jeremy Fagg along the way.
Oh, look, it's not like he's had an easy run. Kevin Osborne has taken out, as you said, Jeremy Fagg, Gigi Mathers, and you called it early on today. Probably the man with the target on his back, the man to beat Gigi, and maybe that spurred Kevin on, gave him the confidence, gave him the impetus to take his game to that level, and he really took it at Jeremy Fagg with that absolutely clinical, clean finishing.
Again, I would have to say that without upsetting our Welsh viewers, and I know there are one or two that are tuned in, Kevin will be buoyant, boy.
And just having a listen there, I think I can hear Declan must be getting stuff organised down there, getting them up.
What a trooper.
I thought they'd be standing there waiting to go. I thought they'd be like, come on, let's bring it on. No.
Well.
Take our time. We're going to have a wee. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll hold the fort.
We'd have a look around, see what they're doing. They're probably just gas bagging. Just like, oh yeah, what does it matter?
Well, look, you've got to. There's etiquette to be observed when you're coming into a semi-final match. You have to get to the hockey. You have to stand around. It's a bit like when you're in charge of the barbecue. You've got to have a little chat. You've got to have a little chinwag. You've got to a little bit of bluff, a little bit of bluster, before you actually start putting meat onto the barbecue. So it's pre-match etiquette. I really must get some new teeth.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you. I'm just having a squiz around the room. I can see Marlo there. I'll zoom out a bit.
Well, Marlo is actually rooming with James and Deck.
Oh, righto. I didn't realise that. Oh, cool.
Yes. I have the good fortune of being in the same Airbnb as young Mr. Dargan, young Mr. Tick Bridge, and the effervescent young, wonderfully trimmed Gigi Mathers.
There's the bull warming up.
Yeah, it would have been nice if, I know it's wishful thinking, I know it will happen in the not too distant future, where we will see James the Bull Bailey coming up against Mal the Bull Cummings. That will be an interesting game.
Well, they're practice partners these days. The old bull, young bull.
Yeah, old bull, young bull, loadable, watchable.
Very watchable. This is going to be one to watch. All right.
Oh, look, if both of these turn up and play their A game, we are in for an absolute treat.
Well, real credit to Adam Leake for making it this far. Got last night's final winner. Last night's final loser, I should say.
Runner up. We don't have losers.
Oh, we don't have losers, righto.
No, and everybody gets a participation ribbon. Well, they don't get a ribbon. We just say well done, because we live in a PC world. But
have you watched much Dartstream live before, Brocky? Or
yes, I have. And I also have a badge at home that says, "Be kind to me. I'm from the 1900s." So if you're looking towards me to be PC, I'm afraid. Well, I'll give it a shot, but it will last about 4 seconds.
Okay.
Completed.
Right.
Looks like we're going for the bull.
Outside.
Oh, what are you even thinking going up against the bull for bull?
Well,
boom! There it is.
There you go. On cue, bull for bull. And it's very interesting when they're going for the bull in this one. It has to be, if they're both outside, it's not nearest. It has to be inside the inner ring, be it 25 or bull. If both miss, then they reverse the order and go again.
50.
Very interesting to watch today. Now going for the bull, he scored 50, and then when he gets the walk, he scores 50.
59.
You could have done that in one dart.
He could have. He'll set himself now. So he snuck over into the 15. Or was it just below? Great readjustment.
95.
Darren Pennell in the comments. G'day, mate. Long time no see. Of course, starred in the DPA competition. Was it last year or the year before last? Gee, time is flying by, but really made a big name for himself in Australian darts.
Yeah, what a very, very likeable lad. You can sit down with him, and it's like you've been mates for years,
100.
even after a couple of minutes. Very, very personable chap.
Oh, the old switcheroos worked there on the one dart for Adam. Didn't pick up the double treble visit on the treble 19s like he has been doing, but it's a good start. Give him a bit of confidence.
That's a nice little adjustment there.
140.
And followed it up. That's experience. And again, 116, 112 is not the worst checkout combination. You've got two opportunities to get the triple 20.
Adam has got to be 6'6" or 6'7", right? James is about the same height as me, 6'1", 6'2".
Game.
Boom.
As I said, you get two opportunities to go with that treble. Lovely finish. Another triple figure knockout.
96.
People say, oh, it's only older throw. It doesn't matter. Triple figure checkouts, that shows real class, real quality. Great adjustment again.
83.
He looks determined, doesn't he?
He always does. Say it so often when Jimbo's towing the hockey, that he's just dogged. He'll scrap for everything.
One of the big guns from South Africa, Mercy Masande, is checking us out on Facebook. G'day, Mercy.
Yeah, welcome. G'day, mate. I think I sounded terribly Australian then.
Yeah, good on you, Brocky.
No, it was terrible Australian.
You do actually have a fairly Australian accent. It's you've got that slight bit of UKness that's never going to be gotten rid of. But
look, that's why I get asked about. I wear 3 badges on the right lapel of my Darts Down undershirt. I've got the English flag, I've got the Irish flag
45.
and I've got the Australian flag, and people come up to me and they say, "Why are you wearing the 3 flags?" And I just point to each one in turn and say, "Birth, heritage, choice."
Nice.
84.
I'm very lucky I was born in the UK. I was even luckier that my dear old mother, came from Temple Oak in the Emerald Isle,
40.
and
hit.
I'm very, very proud to be an Australian. Doesn't mean you can't deport me anymore. You had your chance, you didn't take it.
98.
Game
100.
112. Jimbo. Are we going to see back-to-back ton plus? No.
60.
Well, 95 for Adam. Which way will he go? Will he go 57? Well, he's got the 38.
We can just go one for another double, can't he?
Yeah. Well, pop one in the single and go to the...
Oh, it's all gone
I'm
bad.
not sure what he was thinking there. I'm really not sure what he was thinking. I think he's had a bit of a brainstorm there. Surely he wasn't going for the 17.
Shot.
Boom.
Oh, there you go. That's clinical.
No, I think he was just going single 19 for double 19. He had a reasonable cider at it.
Yeah, well, the dart must have slipped out of his fingers. That's the only way you could explain being that far away from either the 17 or the 19. But you wouldn't have gone for 17. You couldn't have left yourself. Well, I
134.
suppose you could have left yourself tops. But very, very strange.
95.
But it's nice to see that he's been travelling around the country, going to different tournaments to play different players and try and improve his game. And last night he showed some mettle to reach the final. Again, in a very, very
11.
strong field. We are talking quality.
$99.
He does need to make a move on James Bailey.
$96.
Yeah, that little flick coming into James's throw there, just right at the end, that little flick with the hand. Stood him in good stead.
$47.
Cover shots for Adam Leake last night and during the course of today have been fantastic, but starting to let him down a wee bit here. He's grimacing, holding his
81.
back.
Oh, that'd be frustrating for James. From there, just a nice steady ton would have left to finish and hitting the one first dart. And bogeyed that all up.
41.
Well, another troublous visit from Adam. So Jimbo's got acres of space. He's 40 in front. He'd do a nice setup here, but he does need a treble.
97.
Any treble will do, and 19s is found. Certain James will go 42 tops. But
44.
he's bound to prove me wrong. Of course.
25-17 tops.
62.
Well, that
Doesn't
was the
go.
other option, of course. I suppose the 25 is a bigger target than the 42. But he could have left himself 2 darts at the double. But he is coming back, obviously. 76 scored, 99 left.
133.
Oh, great darts. 133. Jimbo inside. Good marker. Work in.
15.
Oh, he's gone inside too far. 42 Adam Leake. 2, 6 or 10 champion. He's gone the 2 to leave himself tops, which admittedly is his preferred double.
22.
But we saw this last night when he was missing tops to leave himself double 10. Double 10 became a frenemy. He was only hitting it about 50% of the time. Oh, great double work, James. Goes 3-0 up.
And Danny Porter from South Australia, one of South Australia's top players. In fact, WDF number 1 ranked player, Danny Porter, knows Adam Leake very well, fellow South Aussie, and jumped in to check it out. Andrew Fletcher, all the way from the UK, checking out his mate James Bailey.
I think there's an issue with the scoreboard again.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure James Bailey pegged out.
He certainly
Take a
did.
3-0 lead.
And we got the close-up on that. We know that was a fact. Wazza says, winner of this plays Kevin Osborne in the final. Going to be a ripper. Kevin Osborne is running hot. Took out both GG and Jezza. 2 of the big names. Both Queenslanders come down for this competition. And g'day to Barry Riley.
Yeah,
And we'll
Dex
see ya.
in there. Dex in view.
Got the deck
Super
support.
tech.
Figuring it out. God, imagine if I was trying to do Declan's job this weekend. What a mess.
Well, you'd have to have long arms from all the way over in WA, mate. Aha, look at that. Deck turns up and everything's right with the world. Well, apart from Adam Leake's point of view, he's 3-0 down. And we're underway.
It is
97.
game on! Second semi-final. Adam Leake, James Bailey. The Bull doesn't find himself, he's fought his way, played consistently to get himself to a 3-0 advantage.
Particularly with that nice little ton plus finish
45.
that he's took out in one of the legs.
Shit's getting crazy in the background, Brocky.
100.
Oh, look, it's Leake is starting to find the triples again. Got Aston Villa, Sumper, the big fish Dave Marland, and assorted company watching this semi-final.
60.
That's what I do like to see. I do like to see the players when they've been knocked out, they hang back to watch the rest of the tournament.
Yep.
I think that shows a bit of commitment to the sport, plus support for the players. Again, I suppose I'm old-fashioned, antiquated, a dinosaur.
60. $58. $100.
Snuck over the top to find the treble. Last out, needed it. 167 from Leake. Love to see it go. Not going to.
59.
108 left. We've seen that 108 taken out a number of times today.
$100.
Of course, you could go Shanghai 18s. Leake is likely to go for the 20, triple 20 first out. And of course, he does something completely different. He does have his own way of going about things.
$88.
He got himself left on tops. Again, dragged it down. Back to frenemy. James, first one's in. Oh, he
87.
went to 16 and missed it. So in front of me for Leak, double 10. 50% about, roughly, in or out. And well inside.
Game.
Yeah, decent clean up. Reduce the deficit to 2. James Bailey now leads 3-1. Only a hole to throw. Leak needs to break James Bailey. Hear an awful lot of noise in the background, which is affecting the players. James obviously not too pleased.
96.
Yeah, it's all very well to hang around, have a bit of a laugh, but got to show a bit of respect for the final. There's a fair bit at stake.
I think it may be
55.
a youngster in the other half of the club, which obviously this section of the club has been cordoned off for dart players only.
60.
But if they're in the other half of the club and there's a kid screaming, there's not a great deal they can do about it. Very unfortunate.
63.
Needed that last dart.
Come on, James, I zoomed in on it for you, made it a bit quick, bit bigger.
85.
I interviewed Peter Wright at the World Series this year in Wollongong after a game, and he was saying that he was playing without glasses for the first time for a while,
34.
and the board was looking fuzzy, the trebles were looking very fuzzy, and he said that's why he's missing. I suggested to him that perhaps he should be hitting more of them, because if they're looking fuzzy, they're a lot bigger.
100.
I do like interviewing Peter Wright. He's a great lad. I do believe you were in the room when I did that interview.
I believe so. I believe you were in the room when I interviewed him as well.
I was definitely when you interviewed Getaway Price. If anybody hasn't seen that video, you show them the link. That was a great interview. That was bags of fun.
I don't think he'd love me.
Well, you're probably not on his Christmas card list. Put it that way. That was a great interview.
96.
96 to leave the 155. Probably one of the most awkward, awful checkouts. Well, there's the 60. 2 darts at tops. Pulled it. Double 10 for another ton plus check out.
Shot.
And
Fine.
well, say ton plus, ton check out. Good darts there. Last dart in hand, taking it out. Extend the lead to 4-1. It's back to 3 legs in front. Leak now on throw. He has to hold, then he has to break.
And
Hope for the best when he holds again.
Peter Wright
97.
was assisted by his manager wife, and hairdresser, makeup artist in those interviews. And we both got through the interviews without even mentioning motorboats.
91.
No. But Joanne, she's... I've always found her to be such a very, very pleasant lady. I find the pair of them absolutely charming. I really do.
21.
And anybody that knows me knows I will speak my mind. I will say what I think. But over the years, I've
100.
had some cracking interviews with Peter Wright. And also James Wade. A lot of people
133.
really, I mean, we're very fortunate in the position we're in to get to spend time with the players, and it's when you do that you get to know their personalities, and James Wade is
60.
a really lovely guy. But when you're basing your opinion on someone on 15 or 20 minutes of footage, when the guys are at work, you don't know the person, you don't know the personality. They're in a high pressure job, and you're basing an opinion and forming an opinion on what you see. It's often unfair.
Oh, James is rattled again by the noise
26.
over the far right side of the room. Andrew Fletcher jumps in. Hey, Ben, just checking in. Come on, James Bailey. Good to have you back again, Fletch. Long time. Well, it hasn't been that long. Saw you last night in the comments.
74.
He's going for a cheeky double 36 there.
He was. Left himself
Double.
double 18. Didn't have to with James back on 224. However, you'd think, you look at 224, you look at James Bailey, and you think this guy is probably a good chance of hitting a 180 here. So let's just try and finish this as quickly as we can. Double nine's inside, 1 for double 4. 1 is good. Double
10.
4's outside.
124. Wouldn't put it past Jimbo to take this out,
Well, he's taken a few big checkouts this weekend.
hasn't he? Just
60's good. 64 left. Goes 42. Oh, and he's just outside.
great effort, super effort. Can Leak hold it together? You see, he's chatting to himself.
Shot.
Boom.
Oh, he's managed to hold. Now he needs to break, then hold again just to level it. He needs to break James Bailey twice if he's going to win this match.
And Andrew Fletcher says, early morning over here, ADC Midlands Motors Regional Qualifier today. Andrew Fletcher, of course, was, one of the dudes that was helping us out right at the beginning when we first started running comps and doing Dartstream Live. Got plenty of players in. He knows a whole bunch of players over in the UK. His old man was a top dart player himself.
It's always good to have to meet up with people and have those connections. And I don't mean connections to other players, but connections through darts. It's wonderful. Darts players and darts crowds are generally fantastic people.
James smacks in a 180 on throw. This makes it tough for Adam.
Well, you can't better a 180, can you?
26.
You could match it, but he hasn't managed to do so. He's basically got half of it. He's still in with a shout. There's a little more than a dart in it.
Oh, look, James is still looking pretty fresh as far as I'm concerned.
95.
He doesn't look stressed. Obviously he's a bit pissed off about the racket going on over yonder, but he's not taking it all in his stride. He's walking through this one. He knows Adam's a capable player. He's not taking him for granted.
77.
Well, James doesn't take any player for granted. He's, like I say, it's just that dogged, steely determination when he's at the hockey. And it'd be the same if he was playing me, you, Michael Van Gerwen. It wouldn't make any odds. His demeanour never changes. James Bailey is a winner, and he is his own harshest critic. See, the cover shots are just not there today.
31.
Just not there. 129.
Ooh.
I'll make that 126. Make that 125.
23.
Well, that
4 scored.
was rubbish, and he will admit that.
Oh, I don't think it was quite that good. That was
Hope
an
it doesn't cost him.
awful set of darts.
Oh, some serious pressure coming from behind now. Adam Leake bangs in a 140, leaves 64. James really probably needs to polish this 106.
He'll be double cursing himself now for that last visit. 86 left.
That's good for double 16.
Shot.
Oh, look at that. A 24 visit and then cleans up 106 for another triple checkout.
Oh, he
James
felt
Bailey.
like he was gonna. Fletch says he's now one half of the Midlands regional directors for the region. Nice, mate.
Ah, good on you, pal.
57.
That's for ADC in Midlands in the UK, or in England, actually. Oh, shit, I better get a bloody dartboard up here, Brocky. Talking to me mate Fletch, and I got so carried
Good
away.
respected.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the excitement. It's nice to see the excitement or hear the excitement. But no, I'm. It's no secret. I'm in 100% with the ADC organisation. I think what they're doing for players and the opportunities they're giving players, both male and female, is second to none. And the opportunity to go and play at the Modus Live Lounge in Portsmouth, great incentive. Prize money
140.
upped since Guru Ray Smith won it. He won the £20,000 in the Champions Week. I believe it's now up to £25,000 if you win the Champions Week.
Wow.
It's not to be sniffed at.
96.
And to be fair, although £25,000 these days, what we're talking about, roughly $50,000.
Pounds of what?
It doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be quite life changing because of the way it can alter your mindset and how you approach the game. It can lead to bigger and better.
26.
And that's what these guys are going for. And you would have to think, well, GG
44.
will obviously still be out in front as in prize money, because he will pick up a little bit for reaching the last 16, plus the 1,000 that he won last night. But if by some
78.
queer stroke of fate that Adam Leake was to go on and win this match and then win the final, he would be then the man in contention because he would go to 1,500. Permutations are very, very interesting. 114 scored, went for the ball.
Wow.
Outside.
It was a good effort.
That was a great attempt. That's what I say when you're staring defeat in the face, you've only got one way you can go. You'll either tighten up or you'll start playing your darts because you've got absolutely nothing to lose. So you either create the pressure for yourself or the pressure's lifted.
7.
Tops has not been his friend. He's normally quite lethal, as is James when it comes to tops. Well, 114. We've seen two 3-dart checkouts and James. He's in again. Tops for the match. Oh, he's grazed the wire. Mind you, I think if he's pushed the wire in, he's made it that little bit more
Adam knows
difficult.
he's got a
probably.
chance. I don't know if he put his darts away or he surely not on 114. But
He's got a wry smile, hasn't he? He's finding it funny. I think he's just had a chat with himself and both of them are laughing. Takes it out, reduces the deficit. He had to win that leg. But it's only a hold. Again, he's got to break James Bailey twice if he's going to win this match and hold his last leg on throw.
100.
I'm not going to say that James is holding back by any means. He always plays his best in every game. So, well, you feel like you do, but he definitely gets better and better and better the deeper he goes into competitions. And
93.
I feel like he's not quite hitting top gear here. He's saving top gear for the final, perhaps, Brocky.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with that to the point that it slips in a ton 80 on cue. I do believe that the better quality players grow into tournaments. They can, I mean, Dave Marland, perhaps Gigi Mathers even, Jeremy Fagg on occasion will start their first games really quite slowly, but as they start to progress through the
85.
rounds, they start to slip up the gears. I think it's with 4 tournaments. I mean, you are talking about very long days, round robin through to knockout. I think it's the experience of an old head. I don't mean that in age, but I mean in experience. You can't put an old head on young shoulders, and the players learn over the years how to pace themselves.
That's exactly it. When you say pace yourself, it's about managing that adrenaline, and because you're going to need it. And at the end, there will be there's going to be a few rushes of blood to the head that you need to control.
Again, he's got to put a big dent in this. He's got to. 76 so far.
136.
Oh, that's nice. 136. Leaves himself the Marlow. Oh, wayward. Only 8 scored.
Well, this could turn things around if Adam Lee could pick up the big fish.
Well, we don't care what player it is and who he's playing against. If you take out the big fish, hats off. Love to see it. Want to call it. Nothing personal, Jimbo. Want to call it, though. It's not on.
64.
Well, the 170 was on until he threw the first out. Such is life. 48 left. 8 for tops.
48.
And he's dragged it a little bit low again. It's 106. Can we see another triple checkout? Triple digit checkout. Yeah, he's got to stay up there as he goes 54.
This is exactly what Jimbo did before. Hit the 54 for 32, and Adam's not going to do it. Picks up the 48, though. It's a handy dart. Put some pressure on this double 10 now. James Bailey knows his way around this bit of the board pretty well. Doesn't take it that one.
Inside again.
He'll bust that for sure.
That was thrown in frustration.
Well, he knew he had to bust that. He knew he wanted to come back for 10s and not 2s, so no point.
He was dirty on himself. Very dirty on himself. But again, Leak on his frenemy. Double 10. Inside again. Inside again. He's gone for the big bust. He came close to leaving himself double 2. So Bailey back. Double 10 to clinch the match and head into the final, where they'll face Kevin Osborne. Good marker, work your way in.
Boom.
And he's done it. He's done it. That shows the class and quality of the man. 6-3 win. Only a 78.5 average, which, James won't be bothered by the average. As long as you've got the tick at the end of the match, you don't really care. But only 78 shows that he wasn't on his peak form. So coming up against an in-form Kevin Osborne in the final, who's knocked out Gigi and Jezza today, 2 of the most informed players in the competition. He knows he's got his work cut out, and we will no doubt probably pop back and do the final if we can be bothered.
No.
Mickey Brock, if we can be bothered. Sorry, kill those mics. But yeah, I think James was. We got a bit of lapel there. Don't know if I can kill. I can't kill that.
Yeah, well, James will want to have 5 or 10 now. He needs to cool off because towards the end of that, he was throwing some ropey darts by his standards. He'll want to cool down and refresh, take a step back, reset, then come into the game fresh. Are we going to be his best?
Are we going to tell any players that we think their darts are ropey anymore? Or are we still doing that, or after Gezi, or it was me?
It is what it is. It is what it is. And when we say a player's throwing some ropey darts, they're the first person to admit that they have.
Yeah.
You can't flannel wash it. You can't cover it up. Some of the darts were quite abysmal at times. It happens. It's a very frustrating game.
Look, to James's credit, he looked like the pro in that game there. He looked like he felt like he was going to win it all the time. He's body language, his facial expressions. Even when he was sort of out of legs, he just hung in there. He didn't throw darts away or be a clown about it, as he never does. But it's a good example there for younger players of how to go about the game. Use every dart you've got, because you never know. Mm-hmm. That one dart that you throw away could be the one that you needed to get that peg on the board. Everyone can miss, and you're just relying on a bit of luck sometimes.
Yeah, well, in retrospect, there was a couple of legs there that Adam took that realistically, if you're a betting person, you wouldn't have backed him for. And again, it comes down to the fact that he kept in the game. He put himself into a position where he had the opportunity to take it out, and then when it came, he did actually take it. So every single dart is very, very important at this level.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just getting the draw up here, mate, and we'll just have a quick run through of what happened today. Go through it, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to read this or not, but are you able to see that, mate?
I can if I lean forward. So, Gigi Maders was 6-1 over Honey Ricky. Then he went out to, in the last 16, went out to Kevin Osborne by 6-4. Kevin then went on to take Andrew Eagers out 6-2. He's played Jeremy Fagg in the final, 6-3. Quite convincing, his display in that one. Adam Leake, he's taken out some names along the way. Craig Scarf perhaps being the more notable, but James Bailey, 6-1 over Mitch Clegg, one of the boys from Newcastle, and the youngest player ever to appear at the World Championships at the Ali Pali, if memory serves me correctly. Jimbo then took on James Bailey. Well, he beat himself. No, he took on Shane Walter and turned him over 6-3. And the same scoreline against Adam Leake to set up the Kevin Osborne James Bailey final. James Bailey is the number 3 seed for today. So it does show that the seedings, they are worth it. They are a bit of a credit, and they do get through.
Yeah, absolutely. So stick around, dart fans. Kevin Osborne, James Bailey. We've seen Kevin Osborne, the giant killer, as Brocky mentioned, took out Jeremy Fagg, Andrew Eagers, GG Mathers. Been a great run through for him. So some great darts still to come. We'll be back soon, dart fans, with more live action from the Gales Club in Penrith. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best, to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC, and conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best, to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ABC and Beyond. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC Global Championship Qualifier. Hosted by the Penrith Gales Club in Kingswood, New South Wales. Everyone's welcome on the 8th, 9th and 10th of November to take on Australia's best, to play for $10,000 prize money over the weekend and the chance to compete in the ADC Championship with £85,000 prize money up for grabs. Massive thanks to all that make these events possible. All our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ABC and Beyond. ADC Oceania, in conjunction with Dartstream Live, present their biggest event yet, the ADC. And that is, in fact, game on by the sound of it. And James Bailey, 2 bounce outs, just big fat wires in the final.
This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. It's come down to this, the final.
Sorry, mate.
And Kevin Osborne has jumped all over Jimbo's 20 by smacking in a 140. Jimbo obviously having won the bull.
And a bit of a shocker to open. I don't know if you saw that, Mickey. 2 darts.
I
fell
did.
out.
I did. It's only the first leg of possibly 11. And you can see this going all the way. That would be a gripping finale. A last leg shootout. 140, 140. 221 after 6. Not shabby by any standard.
36.
Osborne will be outrageous favourite to take this leg now.
40.
If James hits a 180, it does make things interesting. Ooh, just bounced up.
100.
It's starting to find his range. When you come off of a game, it's sometimes difficult to get virtually straight back into another one.
137.
Decent scoring. Great readjustment.
83.
Hello. Somebody must have said something in the background. Jimbo with a very dirty look back there. Well, great set of darts there from Kevin Osborne. 14 dart break of throw. Very, very decent darts. But a break is only as good as your next follow-up. And 44, you would expect James to jump all over that.
$100.
Well, good enough. Put some dart in front.
$96.
Yeah, needed that last dart there. Needed to find a treble.
$30.
Oh. Bailey will be absolutely filthy with himself for that throw.
$60.
If it gave Osborne any confidence, he didn't particularly utilise it.
$100.
Yeah, sneaks Bailey back in front. Not by much, but in front. That's a good set of darts from Kevin Osborne. Leaves himself 161, so he is on a checkout.
$84.
But still leaves Osborne with a minimum 6. That's 80
80
scored.
82.
Can Bailey put on the pressure? Yes, he can.
$100.
Well, let's pose the question. Does Osborne have the answer? Yeah. Oh.
54.
Whoa. 25 left. James Bailey, 57. 87. There's the 51. Inside, 99. Inside.
78.
Close, but no cigar, unfortunately, James Bailey. 88.
Game shot.
Clinical. To the lead, Kevin Osborne. Now watch James Bailey dig in.
$100.
James will not go down without a fight.
$44.
Slack dance there from Osborne. I've had the pleasure of watching him play a number of games in recent times, and I know he's a very handy, very capable player.
60. $59.
Two poor visits there from Osborne. Maybe now looking to stamp his authority on the leg.
$25.
Great last start. So 1080 and he would still be behind here. This might be a leg that young Mr. Osborne will want to forget rapidly.
$66.
Unfortunate there with that last start.
$60.
Go on, Jimbo. Bull. Grandstand, showboat. Never going to happen, of course.
100.
Oh, nice and steady. Highly likely to go 10 tops. Could also opt for 1832. There's a lot of combinations to hit 50. As expected. Push that wire in a bit.
Game shot.
Great readjustment. Takes it out last out in hand. An 18 data. Reduce the deficit. 2-1. Hold a throw.
$55.
Osborne started like a steam train. He was on fire. Now he's tended to struggle a wee bit.
$85.
And it's surprising as to why.
$100.
That should steady him down. It's only a ton, people will say, but that should steady him down after his last few sets of darts. Oh, look at this. Loads of room. Oh, it's clipped and just gone outside, but a nice ton 40, 276 left.
99.
Yep, Bradman for Osborne. 99. Bailey in again.
100.
Osborne can hit a ton plus. It will make this leg very interesting.
100.
And right on cue, he hits the top of the shop, 180, smattering that lipstick. Bailey can't shoot out on 176. Well, that's quite inexplicable. Yeah, 67. 50 left. Third option, 10 tops. And he's dragged it down. 152. We've seen Bailey do this on numerous occasions. Not on now, unfortunately, for Bailey. Not happy with that throw at all, was he? So Osborne back for double 10 to extend the lead and open another 2-leg gap. And does it with some aplomb. 16 data. Not shabby at all. Bailey just slowing himself down a wee bit there. Refocus, regather, reset.
100. 100.
Oh, so close. But a great response to the ton lead off. Osborne only 10 behind, the 3 darts in hand. And has certainly found his range again. Some 40. Loads of pressure on Bailey. Yeah, last dart was needed. Still a long way back. And 3 darts to come. Not quite sure why Kevin would have stuttered with his third dart there. Maybe it wasn't sitting right in his hand. And if something's not quite right, do take that time to step back, readjust, set yourself up. Jones can, again, do the ton plus here. And ask big questions. Oh, very lazy first dart. Easy to sit here and say lazy dart, of course, because these guys have been going all day. 4 tournaments, very tiring, mentally draining. Oh, look, a 106. Osborne finding his form at just the right time. Inspirational darts. 4-1 up, and has the walk. And he's straight back in his stride.
140.
Must be wonderful to hit a 140 and be upset with yourself. I can't get 140 without a dozen darts. 140 is only as good as your next set. Again, backs it up with another one. Super darts, Kevin Osborne. Lovely, lovely, lovely response. Levels the leg up. 2-2-1. 6-dart shootout. Possible 6-dart shootout. I suppose I should reevaluate that comment. Yes, he has left himself on a finish. Osborne hasn't. Well, he said to himself, Shanghai, if James does not take out the 1-2-1, no other option but a 3-dart combo. Not going. 64 left. Osborne, Shanghai, 20s. Not on. Hits the ton, leaves double 10. Bailey, 64. One of those or an 8. Got the 8. Left tops. Oh, we snuck over. Osborne, double 10. 5-1 lead. Yep, see, good thinking. Wasn't quite right. Took a step back. Reset. And the result is a 5-1 lead. 17 darts. This is quality darts from Kevin Osborne. Bailey now with nothing to lose. Even at 5-1 down. He will not make it easy for Osborne. He will dig in. Neck and neck. Nice and steady. On course for a 15-darter. He keeps going that way. And if you can take out 15 darters, you're asking your opponent to go out between 9 and 14. Very, very difficult. Still on course. Oh, unlucky bounce out. 60 on the floor. 80 scored, 60 on the floor. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, lovely last dart. Still on course for 15, but a big ask, 142. Osborne back on 270. Straight dart there. So minimum 6 here for James Bailey if he needs them. That's the first part. Yeah, set himself up nicely. 48. Preferred option for Jones will probably be 8 and tops. But if it's 16, he's got 32. Equally adept at either number. Oh, I think Osborne has actually given up the ghost on this leg. He didn't look convinced with those 3 darts. Yeah, it's the 8 tops route. And takes it out. First time of asking. So a 17 dart leg. Again, quality. Anything 18 and below is quality darts. Osborne leading off for the match. Did I mention that James Bailey would dig in at 5-1 down? Just a little top of the shop 180, if you don't mind.
100.
Okay, another steady turn from Osborne. Matched. So still 80 in front, 80 behind is Osborne. Well, that's probably a bit of a blocker. Proved to be. Well, the 15 doubt is not on anymore. Or is it? But the 41 from Bailey did open the door for Osborne. Oh, that's an awkward dart. 131 left, 121 I should say. 141 Osborne for the match. Not on. Only the 41. Double ton if he comes back. 121 James Bailey. And it's on. Oh, just outside the 14s. So Kevin, 100. Take out the game. Become the champion. It's on. 2 darts at tops. Only needs the 1. A 6-2 win. Kevin Osborne playing some super darts. James Bailey perhaps not showing the best of what he can provide. Not the caliber of darts that he would have wanted to show anyone, but a great win for Kevin Osborne. 6-2 over. He's taken out some names today. G.G. Mathers, Jeremy Fagg. Or was it Adam Leake? Doesn't matter. I got excited. Doesn't matter. He's become the champion. The first time he's run an ADC Oceania tournament. Fair play to him. He's dug in. He's stayed. He's tried hard all day. Was it only a matter of time before he got one? Who knows? But what great darts. What great darts. Kevin Osborne, 6-2. James Bailey. As we watch him receive the plaudits. There's GG. Great to see that smile back on his face. Adam Leake there as well, the big fish. The big man, Ian Dargan, Tommy, the manager. Tick Bridge. Deck. Super Deck Deck. Super Tech Deck. I might have to get him a shirt made with that on it. There we go. Tournament 2, ADC Global Qualifiers goes to Kevin Osborne, 6-2 over James Bailey. Cracking game of darts. Super darts from Kevin Osborne.
Yeah, mate. Sorry, I was busy panning around, seeing what we could find out there in the wilderness of the Gales Club in Penrith. And, yeah, what a cracking final. And, look, that guy was an absolute giant killer all day long and took out one of the big guns there, James Bailey, in the final. And, look, just absolutely dominated Brocky.
Well, you have to ask the question. There'll be two schools of thought, whether the standard of the so-called favourites is slipping, or those coming through the ranks have upped their game, and I would definitely veer on the side of the latter. I think the bar has been set, and these players are now aiming to overtake that, like Michael Van Gerwen did. He's never going to surpass Phil Taylor, but Phil Taylor set the bar. But as the age went on, his game deteriorated somewhat. Michael Van Gerwen upped the game. He was unbeatable for so many years, but he reached the level. The other players have come to that level. They've now gone beyond it. The likes of Luke Humphries, perhaps Luke Littler is on his way to doing that. Michael Smith, just to mention a few. So I would definitely veer onto the side of the latter and say that the other players have upped their game. They've reached that bar and they're starting to overtake it.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. Look, Kev almost seemed surprised when he beat Jezzo. I saw the handshake there with the score at the end of that game, and he was like, oh, he could believe it, but he was just so good, so happy for him. You know, when it all comes together, when it needs to come together at that crucial moment, and you can see him talking through the game. Adam Leake there looking a little despondent, and I
think he's still looking for that missed double. But the thing I really liked about Kevin Osborne's win there is when he won, you could see the elation in his face. You could see the elation in you'd have to say a muted celebration, and I think that was very respectful. And I do like to see that. I'm not a big fan of the big booyahs and all of that sort of carry on, but I thought he was very respectful. And I'm so pleased for him. I think it's a win that has been coming, that has eluded him for quite some time. And watch out for Kevin Osborne because and Adam Leake for that matter. I think there's two players there. You'd have to say younger players that perhaps are really going to kick on.
Yeah, absolutely. And Declan Bailey joins us in comms. How are you, Dec?
Good, mate. I was a bit wobbly there for the old crowd POV cam, but hey, it's something new we're trying, and I think it worked all right.
Dec, we've just got... Sorry, Dec, we've got a bit of an echo. Have you got a lapel on?
Sorry, I do.
On?
Sorry.
Oh, look, that's it. That shirt we was going to have made with Super Tech Dec, we're gonna bin that for a while. Rookie error.
Yes, rookie error for sure.
No, hey, mate, look... Big day, all right. Big weekend so far. And Declan, massive congratulations to you. I don't know if everybody out there realises exactly how much you put into this tournament directing, lining up all the games on the stream, running the hardware side of the stream as well as the comms room, trying to get Mickey Brock to come into comms when it's time to come in, all that kind of stuff. Like no one realises how hard it is. No, I'm joking, Mickey. But that you got to appreciate. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and you see Declan running around, and every time anything goes wrong, he's everyone's go-to man.
Absolutely. I mean, I do say this every time we run these tournaments. I mean, I'm just so grateful to be a part of it, just as the gob on a stick. But from where you guys started to where you are now, it's chalk and cheese. The coverage is fantastic. Yes, there's a couple of teething errors. There always will be, but Dec, as you quite rightly point out, he's on the ball. He gets there. He takes care of business, no fuss, doesn't stress. If he does, it's very internally. You wouldn't know. Gets the job done. Everything starts running smoothly again. And I think you guys are terribly underrated in the Australian darting scene, if I'm in my humble opinion.
Oh, I appreciate it, Mickey. And
look, I can't sit here and take all this, all this credit, Ben. You're the one who's there in the driving seat, and when things are a bit iffy here, you make it look seamless there. So, no, massive thank you to you, Ben. And you're always got your eyes on everything, and giving me pointers on what I've got to fix up and things like that, man. It's a whole lot of work switching between shots. It's one thing to have everything there, and it's another thing to to convert it out like you do into.
Well, I will say this: it is so much easier just having a professional like Mickey Brock in comms to carry it through. You know that it's going to, you're going to carry the show along. So that there are times when there's stuff that we're going to sort out, and we can just go hell for leather, messaging each other in the background, trying to get stuff sorted. And you watch it back, and you think, wow, we were absolutely. Scratching ourselves trying to get stuff going there, and you didn't really notice it so much because Mickey's just carrying the show along. So
I can talk rubbish with the best of them. There's no two ways about it. Sometimes I make sense. It's not very often. I got to be fair because the way my mind works, it's not the most disciplined. To be fair, and I think if anybody sits down with me for 2 minutes and has a chat with me, they'll soon figure that out. I mean, there are times when I actually talk to myself and then we both laugh. It depends which one of me turns up at any given time, I suppose.
But I'll tell you what, we got to see some spectacular darts today, this evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And the quality of darts, and as Mickey said, the new players that are coming to the fore, it's not just the same old top dogs that are taking these comps out anymore, where Adam Leake was a serious threat. He got in the finals last week and semi-finalist this week, only taken out by James Bailey. When I say this week, sorry, last night and tonight. Get it. Gee, it seems like a week, doesn't it? Yeah, but and Kevin taking out the win there, Kevin Osborne. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think it's because the players that are coming through, the likes of Adam Leake, Kevin Osborne, Sam Perigas, I don't think it's a case that they don't have respect for the likes of James Bailey, Gigi Mathers, Jeremy Fagg, Marlowe, or anything like that. I think it's a case of they've seen them play their best darts, and they have resigned themselves to surpass. As I say, the bar has been set. They have pushed themselves to not only reach the bar, because if you attain it, that's no good. You've got to go beyond it. And I think these players are doing it. I don't think there's any lack of respect for players that goes on. And that's the one thing I really do love about darts is the respect that everybody has for each other, the banter, the joy. You can walk into one of these ADC Oceania events and it's a very light atmosphere. You can walk into other events and it doesn't matter what the organisation is, but you can walk into other events and there's just an atmosphere that you can cut with a knife. But you come along to these ones, I think the way you guys have got things running, I think the organisation of the event from Dargs and Walshy and co putting on the events that the players wanted, the players coming along with a totally different mindset. And they're actually playing and enjoying their darts. Great to see Gigi playing with a smile on his face again. It's just a joy to actually be a part of it. It's so lucky, so blessed to have been asked to get involved, and it's something I'm so happy that I've been able to do.
Guys, are we going to do a winner interview today or not? Is it something that we're doing or not? I'm not sure. I know Kevin's still hanging around. He's certainly got no shortage of things to say. He's having a yak to everyone down there. He'd be wrapped with himself, so maybe it'd be a good interview.
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
You go grab him. I'll sit here and look pretty. Okay, well that's gone all right. We better have a chat instead. But that is a fantastic win for Kevin. That would the amount of confidence that he will take from that is not to be underestimated.
Well, he didn't have an easy draw. He didn't not have an easy run through it all. He took out all the giants of the competition, and James is encouraging him to go up. He's not 100% sure. It's like, I'm better on the dartboard than I am on the mic.
He's balking. Yeah, look, he's been coerced. Look at that. And great to see James Bailey there coercing him into coming up. Either you go up and have the interview or see you outside, son.
Yeah, well, James, obviously loves to win a comp, don't get me wrong, but he was pretty happy to see him win. He seemed genuinely happy for the guy, and yeah.
Well, he is. I mean, it's always the thing. You can always tell the quality of players because there'll always be gracious in defeat and humble in the win. And we are now joined by ADC Oceania Global Event Tournament 2, Kevin Osborne. Mate, winner's circle, podium, gold medal, you name it, you got it. What a cracking set of darts.
Yeah, I feel I played well. Had to play well against James, obviously, but just fucking French. But
yes, that was a Welsh word. We will put that up in subtitles later on what the actual meaning was.
It's one of them. You come to these things, you kind of think you can play, you win, but you don't actually win them in terms of.
We were talking there prior to you coming up, and we're saying that I personally feel that it's not a case that you guys don't respect these players. I think it's a case of they've set the bar and you guys have gone off, practiced, and you've not just reached that bar, you're starting to go above it, which you need to do if you're going to start winning these tournaments. Would that be a fair assumption?
Oh, absolutely. You see the standard the boys do week in, week out in terms of winning these things. And you trying to get there is it's a lot of effort, a lot of darts, and trying to get there is, if you see the standard out there, it's ridiculous.
We always say this about ADC Oceania tournaments. It's not only quantity, it's quality.
And over a long day.
Very long day.
A lot of darts.
Well, people don't realise just what a floor tournament actually involves. Going through the round robin stage, stopping for a little bit of dinner, then trying to readjust, get back into the flow of things, and then it's pretty rapid knockout succession games. And you've taken out some big names today.
Yeah, Queensland boys got cleaned up, but yeah, it's like Gigi was the first one, and then
Follow it up with Jezza.
Jezza then, yeah, and then
you take out the last Queensland boy. You've knocked over Queensland. Are you counting yourself as a New South Wales boy?
Oh, absolutely.
Fine fella.
I was original South Wales, but now I'm New South Wales. So yeah,
and a new winner.
Yeah.
So it's sort of quite apt. It fits.
Doesn't sound right, but yeah, it did the job. Can't believe it.
Yeah, but the thing is now you've got your name on that title. That can't be erased from the record books unless you go and do something silly, of course, and then we can expunge you. But we can't deport you from New South Wales anymore now because you're representing us. You've won it. Yeah. And I did say at the end there, I thought the way you acted when the winning double went in, you could see the elation in your face. You could see. I said a muted celebration. I thought that was very respectful. Yeah. I really did.
I want.
You must have wanted to go. Ah!
Well, mental, yeah. You want to go mental, but you have to show respect to the player, obviously. But we'll go mental tonight.
Well, it's normal Saturday night then, really.
Yeah.
You and the rest of with the Irish crew.
Actually, on the way, I have to go to a 40th in the city, so yeah, that's taxi now and ramp it up. And
what a shame. There's no trophy that you could have just sort of like wandered in and said, "I'll fill it up."
Rocked in was a big.
Yeah, fill it up. I'll just drink out of this tonight.
Try and come back and not go too mad and come back tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, that's always the struggle, isn't it? Trying to back up 4 tournaments 2 days in a row, particularly after a cutthroat knockout on the Friday.
You see, it's hard to do. Like GG won yesterday, and then yeah, it's just hard to do, man, because the standard's so high and the quality of players. When it comes to knockout, it doesn't matter if you're first or fourth. Anyone can take it on.
That's funny thing about just before you played GG, I bumped into you and we were chatting before, and he said, "Oh, I've got GG next." So look, he's the boy with the target on his back after his win on Friday night, and then I bumped into GG on my way up here. We was having a chat and said, "Oh, you got Kevin next." I said, "Kevin's an handy player." I said, "Don't take him lightly because he's no bug punter, and it's just the way things turn out. You knock him over, knock over Jeremy Fagg, 2 of the tournament favourites. You knock over James Bailey, another tournament favourite. You only had to meet Marlowe at some point, and you could have taken out probably the four names, or Rowdy Scarf. Yeah. would probably be the five names that you people would say, oh, they're going to be the favourites for the tournaments.
Yeah, they're probably the favourites every tournament they go to because they're so good. And you take a few of them down, it's confidence grows, obviously, but yeah, it's just
how much does this win actually mean? I know it hasn't sunk in yet, but confidence wise, that has got to be a massive boost because you now know that you can mix it with these players, which perhaps before you were thinking to yourself, I'm playing so-and-so. Now you can have the mindset, I'm not playing them, they're playing me.
And it's true. It's like you said, and it's the mental side of it is so. It's hard because they might play bad, but they still can beat you, and you have to still beat them if you're playing bad. And conference is good, but you could get hockey tomorrow. That's the reality.
But you could have played brilliantly in one game, and then you turn up a couple of minutes later and it's throwing a bag of nails. But at the end of the day, that was an absolutely sensational performance. Not only to take out those 3 players, but to win your first ADC Oceania title. It's put you on course. Another deep run tomorrow, and Portsmouth could be beckoning. And who doesn't want to go to Portsmouth?
Hopefully me. I don't want to go because otherwise we'll be stung for a trip home at Christmas as I'm trying to dodge.
Oh, look, that's so nice. Oh, you don't like the cold weather?
Oh, well, we're supposed to be going home at Easter, so trying to do 2 of them could be a bit too much. But
well, it depends, because if you went over to Portsmouth to the Modus Live Lounge, win the week, go into Champions Week, win the Champions Week like Ray the Guru Smith did. He won £20,000. I think they've upped the prize money now, if you win Champion of Champions, to £25,000. You don't want to pop over and have a little crack at that?
Oh, when you're crunching numbers like that, it might be worth a quick couple of days away.
People say I can't sell sand to an Arab. Really true. Look, fantastic win, mate. Thanks for taking the time to come and have a chat with us. I know you didn't want to. We saw you coerced into doing so, buddy. But absolutely fantastic win. Benny, back to you in the studio, mate. Great play from Kevin Osborne.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mickey. Thanks, Kevin. Congratulations on the win. We've been Dartstream Live. I've been Ben Hunter. That's my mate, Mickey Brock. And we will see you tomorrow on Dartstream Live.
See you, guys.